Hey everybody, you found the HillBilly Voodoo channel. Today we're going to start on a new project. We're going to take this PT Cruiser, the Nickelback of cars, the car that everybody loves to hate but for no absolute reason at all, and we're going to make it better. How are we going to make it better? We're going to put the static X of engines into this car. Yeah, I'll show you the motor we're going to stuff in here, or we're going to attempt to stuff in here. This here is the motor we're going to stuff into that car. What is it? It is a 2007 GSX-R 1000. Or for all you millennials out there in your board shorts and your flip-flops, it's a Gixxer, brah. Anyways, this motor is currently in my jet boat, my little mini jet boat, and it has been deemed nuisance by the powers that be. Anyways, a noise complaint, a nuisance, not worthy for the water, whatever the hell their problem is. But anyways, we're going to take this motor, we're going to stuff it into that car and make that car a nuisance. How are we going to do that? We have no idea yet. First, we have to take the blown up motor out of that car and figure out how we're going to get this one into that car. Stick around for the ride, like and subscribe, and enjoy the journey. Now for a little bit of reasons as to why we're doing this. That little voice that most people have in their head that tells them not to do things, well, mine's broken, so that's one of the reasons. The other reason is my son bought this car a few years ago. Put a fair amount of work into it. Didn't really pay a whole lot of money for it, but definitely put some time into it. And then the motor hatched on him. And we deemed that it wasn't really worth spending the time to put another motor in it. And he went out and bought himself a nice car. So this thing's been sitting around here for a couple of years now. And it is actually the only vehicle in the yard that doesn't run. So I have that motor out of the boat that I can't really use, so we're going to stick it in here. Why? Just because I want to try to do it. No real reason, but I figured maybe we'll do some mad skids, as Marty and Moog say, and make a lot of noise with it, maybe piss off some neighbors, which is never a bad thing around here. And just to see more or less if I can actually do it, and do it for pretty much nothing. So where are we going to begin? Well, we're going to begin by getting rid of all the crap that's under that hood and see if we can actually find enough room to put that motor in there. These cars apparently came out with somewhere around 120, 130 horsepower. I know somebody will correct me on that, but that Gixxer motor was fresh off the dyno when the motorcycle crashed, and it was dynoed at 210 to the wheel. So although it doesn't have as much torque as this motor probably did, it's definitely got horsepower in the RPMs. So yeah, let's get on this. Now here's the engine compartment in this car. There is a lot of stuff jammed in here in a fairly tight spot. We're going to get rid of all this because we're not going to use any of it. Well, we'll use it, but we're just not going to use it in the configuration that it's in here. And you guys remember well, you probably don't remember, when people go to a library and find a book, they used to have these books called Choose Your Own Adventure. Well, I think I'm going to kind of take this build in that direction. I'm going to actually take some advice or some maybe ideas from all you people out there watching this stuff. And what do I mean by that? Well, you're going to choose some of this adventure. Haha, I'm going to put the choice on you, so if it screws up, then it's your fault. Anyways, what am I thinking here? Well, we have a standard transmission in this car, and we have a Gixxer engine with a standard transmission. Now, should I make a chain drive differential, get rid of the transaxle that's in here, or should I build an adapter to run the Gixxer engine into the transaxle that's in this car? That's kind of the ideas where I'm thinking. Now, the benefit of using the transaxle that's in this car is we would have reverse. We would have the sequential shifting of the Gixxer engine and transmission, or we could shift with the transmission that's in this car. It would be kind of neat to build an adapter and adapt the two together, but it's also pretty labor intensive, and yeah. Or I can build a chain drive differential, pull the transaxle out of here, would just use the transmission in the Gixxer and run a chain drive to the differential. Now, another option, scrap all that idea there, build a chain drive differential and find some CV axles and make this thing rear wheel drive like it probably should have been right from the factory. Yeah, I don't know why Chrysler decided to make a retro styling car with a front engine. It just it's kind of a weird thing, but Chrysler had some weird ideas, so that's another option. Make a chain drive differential and put it in the rear of this car. Put the engine in the back where the back seat is. And so you guys make some comments. This is your opportunity to decide on where this project is going before the project even gets started. If you look in the back here, there's a lot of room. Oh no, looks like a samurai stabbed my transmission. We've stole the seats out of this and put them in the Barbie Jeep. And you look back there, there's a crap ton of room. So, you guys start making comments. Remember, everything that's built in this yard is built from nothing, or from stuff that's in the yard already, that we already have. Remember the HillBilly Voodoo motto, use what you got to make what you want. We don't purchase anything, so everything that is going into this car either already has to be in here or has to be found in my yard and in my random piles of ground obtainium. So I'm going to leave this video here and I'm going to wait for the comments. Well, while I'm waiting for the comments, I'm probably going to end up pulling that motor out of there. And for all of you who have been following along my project so far and are already subscribed, don't worry. Our off-road tracked wheelchair is still on the books. We're still working on it daily. So this is just another thing to fill in the moments in between. So make your comments. And until next time, use what you got to make what you want.